Explosions jolting the Chinese city of Tianjin. Emergency crews have been battling a massive chemical fire. This happening at a container port. State media saying at least 7 people were killed, dozens of others hurt. And we are hearing a series of small explosions woke people up, drew some to the scene, and then the massive fireball you see there lighting up the sky. The blast shattering windows could be felt several kilometres away. Just have a look at that image there. Tianjin is home to more than 15 million people. It's about an hour southeast of Beijing.
"消防队他妈的得千万别去扑我！我操！我操！他妈的得千万别去扑我！我操！我操！
Our Will Ripley is heading there from the capital, joins us on the line now. Will, I know you've been making a lot of calls. What more do we know about what caused this and the casualty numbers?
Yeah, the cause right now is the big question, Michael. At this point, we're not really getting any indication as to what may have started what was initially reported as a fire in a shipping container. But again, this is a port area and supposedly a facility where flammable chemicals were being stored. And so there was a fire that brought fire crews to the scene, and then, of course, the major explosion, and then a series of smaller explosions as well. And, in fact, the fire is still burning right now. State media reporting at least 7 people dead, possibly hundreds in hospitals right now, those who were drawn to the blast zone itself, but perhaps even more injuries from all of that smashed glass from people inside their homes that had their windows violently blown in. You saw in some of the videos people, when they were hit with the shock wave from the blast, and it appeared that they were many hundreds of meters away from the actual site, but it still threw them down. That's how strong this reportedly was. If there is any good news, it's that this blast happened in a not in the densely populated downtown area, but in this relatively new port area farther away from where most people live. But there's still extensive damage, not only to buildings and infrastructure, but cars are smashed. And there were videos that have surfaced of people lying on the ground. We don't know if they were unconscious or in another state, but We do now know that this was a deadly explosion and a grim situation as the sun starts to rise here, and we are on our way.
Tell us more about Tianjin and this area where this happened. I mean, what sort of things are stored there? Clearly, things that blow up.
Yeah, Tianjin, it's 2 hours from Beijing. As you mentioned, a major city. Some 15 million people live there. There's a direct rail line back and forth from the capital, a high-speed rail line. So these two cities are very interconnected, Beijing and Tianjin. It's a center of industry, of commerce, and there have been, in China as a whole, industrial accidents that have happened in the past. I mean, you think about the Chinese mining industry and all of the people. One year, back in the early 2000s, I believe it was 2002, some 7,000 people died in the Chinese mining industry. There have been industrial accidents, but the government has been trying to crack down on this, trying to improve working conditions. Again, we don't know what the factors were in this particular incident, but because the focus right now is just putting out the plane and making sure that the injured are getting the treatment that they need. But there will be many questions considering the magnitude and scope of these explosions and all of the people in this major city that have been affected.